Ex left me for her successful boss. You're just a broke it guy, he's going places. 5 years later, she's begging me to save her from prison. I never thought I'd be typing this story, but what happened yesterday has left me so shaken that I need to get it all out. 5 years ago, my girlfriend of 3 years left me for her boss, completely destroying my self-confidence and derailing my life for months. Yesterday, she called me crying, begging me to help save her from going to federal prison. The irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Let me start from the beginning. Back in 2019, I was 25 and working as a junior IT support specialist at this mid-sized marketing firm downtown. The pay was terrible, like $35K a year terrible, but I was passionate about cybersecurity and using the job to learn everything I could about network security, data protection, and digital forensics. I knew I was underpaid and overqualified, but I was treating it like paid education while I worked on my certifications at night. My girlfriend at the time was Jessica. We'd been together since college, lived in this tiny one-bedroom apartment where I slept on an air mattress because we couldn't afford a real bed. Jessica worked as an executive assistant at a high-end financial consulting firm. She made decent money, definitely more than me, and was always talking about how she wanted to move up in the corporate world. I thought we were happy. Sure, money was tight, but we had plans. I was working towards starting my own cybersecurity consulting business once I got enough experience and certifications. Jessica seemed supportive, at least at first. She'd quiz me on study materials and celebrate when I passed certification exams. But I started noticing changes in her behavior around early 2019. She'd come home from work talking constantly about her boss, Marcus Wright. Marcus this, Marcus that, how smart he was, how successful, how he drove a Tesla and lived in this amazing penthouse downtown, how he was only 35 but already owned his own firm and had clients paying him hundreds of thousands of dollars. At first, I figured it was just workplace admiration, but then she started making little comments about our situation. Marcus thinks it's weird that grown adults sleep on air mattresses, she said one night after work. He says successful people invest in quality furniture. We're saving money, I reminded her, for the business I want to start. When though? You've been saying you want to start this cybersecurity thing for 2 years. These things take time, Jess. I need to build up enough expertise and contacts first. She'd roll her eyes and change the subject. The comments got more frequent and more pointed. Marcus's last assistant started dating him, and now she's a partner in his firm. Marcus thinks people in IT are just glorified janitors unless they're making 6 figures. Marcus says if you're not making real money by 30, you probably never will. I started to feel like I was competing with this guy I'd never even met for my own girlfriend's respect. The breaking point came on a Friday night in March 2019. Jessica had been at some work event, a client dinner that Marcus had invited her to attend. She came home around 11 p.m., and I could tell immediately that something was different. We need to talk, she said, not even taking off her coat. Those 4 words that every guy dreads hearing. About what? About us. About where this is going. I sat down on our secondhand couch, confused. I thought we knew where this was going. We've talked about getting engaged once I get the business off the ground. She laughed.
Full story link below.